Hey guys, it's Vornskyr here, and today we are back in Star Citizen, and it is a big day for Star Citizen. We've got the FPS reveal at PAX Australia later tonight, and we've also got patch V0.9.2 that's just come out today. So this is a patch mostly about the controls and everything, and the idea is that it makes joysticks and gamepads a lot more useful, basically. I've flown around already, it feels so much better. So we're going to have a look at that. There's also a number of tweaks, balances, whatever you want to call it, to a number of weapons and ships. The Gladius has been added to the hangar. I don't think that it's actually added to Arena Commander. Like, I don't think you can fly it and fight with it, but it's in the hangar. I might be wrong about that anyway. If you own the ship, check it out. What else have we got? There's a few new things, what they're calling target focusing. I think that's sort of stuff for basically looking around, controlling where your viewer's looking while you're in combat. I'll put a link to the patch notes and the post where they explain all of that in the video description, because I'll basically just be reading off that anyway if I try to go through that. And for what I'm going to show you, the most important thing is the enhanced stick precision, or ESP. So that's all good. So yeah, I guess let's just jump into Arena Commander and we'll do some Vandal Swarm and we'll see how it goes. If you guys have seen some of my previous videos, not that I've done much combat in them, but you'll know that I really couldn't hit anything at all, basically. I'm also not using Track IR at the moment, just because I don't like having one of the weapons linked to my head movements. It doesn't work for me. I'm sure some people enjoy it, but it doesn't quite do it for me. So I've got Track IR turned off right now, so yeah, let's see how it goes. So we'll load into this and I'll see you then.
All systems online.
Alright, so one thing I also forgot to mention is that they've doubled the size of the Arena Commander maps, which is pretty cool. And let me actually turn my comstab on. It's interesting, you actually start with comstab turned off by default, which is an interesting change. Alright, so here's our enemies over here. I'm just using a completely stock loadout for the Hornet as well. And you'll see once we get into range, the weapon indicators are kind of different. It's actually linked to your reticle now, rather than to the enemy. So you see those two boxes to the right of the crosshair? So one of those is for weapon 1, one is for weapon 2. And so basically just hold it over the enemy. And there you go, dead guy. I mean, that was pretty easy, he's only the first wave. Has this guy one closer? Yes. There he is. So the Badger Repeater actually seems useful now as well, which is weird. But like I said, they've made adjustments to a number of the weapons. The Omnisky 6s have had their refire rate vastly increased by the looks of it, so that could be interesting to have a play around with. Alright, so this guy is, what, 5,000 meters away? Yeah. Long way away. So it'll actually take a bit of time getting from one side of the map to the other now, which is pretty awesome. Man, it's weird not wearing Track IR after getting so used to having it on. Trying to look around at all the stuff and just can't see anything. But I think it's a lot easier for combat with it turned off, to be honest. At least right now. One thing I think they need to work on is just making the HUD more visible. I mean, you look at the very pale green, at least in the Hornet, and it just kind of blends into the background in some of these cases, like, and you just can't see the crosshairs or anything. So that's probably something they need to have a look at in the future, but I think the idea is that that's sort of stuff you'll be able to customize in the full game anyway, unless that's changed, I don't know. Alright, let's head towards these guys. You can see they're a fair distance away. You can also see the wingmen going in. You can see the HUD icons for them, which is pretty cool. Let's go after this guy. Oh wait, maybe this guy's closer. Yeah, this guy's closer. Alright, so we'll try a bit of ranged sort of stuff. Again, you can see it's really hard to see the, to actually see reticle, whatever, against the background of the planet. It's not a big deal. Just one of those slight inconveniences, I think. Alright. But I mean, it's just so much more enjoyable to do to fly with a joystick now. Because previously it was a pain to do combat with a joystick, basically. I didn't enjoy it at all, and so I didn't do it, to be honest. I just wasn't playing Arena Commander. But I think this is actually pretty cool. So one guy left, and then it's up to wave 3. Too easy. Alright, so where are these guys going to spawn in at? There they are. It doesn't do that pop-in sort of video anymore. I'm not sure why. So he's 6 kilometers away. Let's go for Little King first. Looks like he might be coming straight for me as well. See if I can take him out without a missile. I don't think he feels the same way about me. I love the look of these ace fighters, man. They look so cool. Oh, now he's lost a wing. He looks like all the others. Come on. There we go. He did make it kind of easy for me, but still. Got to get the lead indicators in the right place. There we go. Oh, approaching the boundary. And this guy is now 4 kilometers away. Alright, let's get up to him. We'll take him out, unless one of the wingmen does it first. See, I think this is a really good direction they've gone in. I know some people might complain and say that it's gone all easy mode or whatever. It's nowhere... Was it another scythe? I thought I'd kill the others. Okay. It's nowhere near as easy as it was when everything was gimbaled though, let's be honest. You still have to do a bit of aiming yourself. And there's probably still some tweaks and everything that they'll do to it over time, but I think this is really good. It's so much better than it was. Especially as a joystick user. I'm not sure how it controls, how it's going to feel with mouse and keyboard. Again, that's something that they're going to have to work on over time, presumably. But for me, right now, with the joystick, it feels really good. If I can actually get my indicators over this guy. Because I'm a massive scrub. And there we go, he's dead. Well, that's pretty cool. Let's jump out of that. So that's 3 waves. I think that's enough. Back to the hangar. So yeah, it's a really nice change. It's been a long time coming. I mean, they've been talking about this update for a while. I know Chris Roberts has mentioned in a couple of the 10 for the Chairman videos and all that sort of thing that they did have a big patch coming out. I wasn't aware that it was coming out today, so it was kind of a nice surprise for me. But I think it's really cool. So definitely check it out if you've been if Arena Commander's turned you off over the last couple of months with, especially if you're a joystick user or Xbox 360 controller, whatever. If you just haven't been able to make it work for you, it might be time to jump back in and have a look at it, because this is a pretty cool change. But yes, I don't think there's too much more to talk about apart from that, so I think I'll end this here. So as always, I've been Vornskyr. Hope you enjoyed the video, and